Hello, everybody. Hello. I am writing down, we've got beautiful Palo Santo here. Hello. Oh, my goodness. I have been writing your names down as you've been coming in. Let me see here. I'm writing down more names. Hello and welcome. Welcome. I am so excited to have you here. So excited to welcome you, to see you, to celebrate you, whether you are coming in here to this AQE Foundation's graduation celebration as a student, as a participant, as a brand new facilitator, or you're here because you're a part of our Acasma community, or because you're a friend and you're a supporter. Iatene, iakosene, iakosoatea. We are, and I say we, it's the collective we. It's everybody here, of course. It's me from my heart to yours. And it's the collective of humanity saying, hello, Holy One, right? And thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. Itenia korosoa. Okay, let me just check this setting. I'm getting sort of a funny. Yep, we're good. Okay. All right. We have a lot of things to do today, and every single one of them is a point of expansion. However you want to expand, whatever that means for you. And one of the things that we talk about in Acasma is you get to do this your way. And all of our facilitators, everybody here, you know this. This is not a cookie cutter lifestyle. This is not you have to do it our way, right? This is you. And what I really want to convey to everybody here is that no matter your connection with the Acasma Quantum Energy, whether you know what it is thoroughly, word by word, teaching by teaching, or you're just coming in now going, I'm not sure what it is, but I was invited, so here I am. Is that the invitation here is for you to remember you, whatever that means. And for you to allow you to expand you into more of what that is, to step out of the old ways of thinking, the ways you've been taught to think and be and believe, and find your way with it. And that is what every single one of our facilitators have done and are doing. Every person here that you hear and you see, that you hear their name read off as a part of this foundation's class, would be a beautiful soul for you to connect with for Acasma Quantum Energy. Every single one. All of these beautiful, beautiful students of Acasma who have been attuned to Acasma Quantum Energy have taken that into their heart, found their own way with it, their own flavor, their own special sauce, their own spicy, their own medicine, their own magic, and then they are ready and willing and available to help you find yours. Acasma is the bridge. The person who invited you here, you as an Acasma facilitator, this is what you've done, is you have bridged yourself into the space of your vastness. And so this is what we're celebrating today. We're celebrating you. You as a student, you as a guest, you as a friend and a family member, you as a space of humanity. Iatene iakokoa. And it is my thrill, and it is my honor, and it was going to make me cry if I keep describing it, crying tears of gratitude and joy, to hold this space as a soft feather bed for you to land in and say, yes, thank you very much. This is who I am. And I love me for that. Niate ia kokoa sokoa te. So let's take a breath together. Every single one here. Go ahead and you might even close your eyes so you come really deeply within this space of you and inhale. And as you exhale, senia korosoa, let your body drop. Osete ia kore okoa. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that just feel so glorious? Tene iokoresea, iakotoasea. You're going to hear me speaking light language. If you're not familiar with that, it's just simply a way that the energy comes in. It is a space of consciousness that lives beyond what our brains can conceive, and it gives you an opportunity to shift into the next space of your availability. It's not doing anything to you. It is a blessing and an offering. So for the facilitators here, the students here of AQE Foundations, we have been together for 12 whole weeks. And each of these weeks was profound and touching and activating in its own way. Because you showed up. Because you leaned in. Because you trusted yourself. These people here, every single person here, has trusted themselves just that much more. And so then today we have this beautiful celebration that is a continuation, a space of activation, of ownership, of witnessing. This is the time, this is the space where we get to appreciate. As a student, appreciate within your own self. As a guest, to appreciate your space of this, because you are important. You are just as valuable, just as celebrated here, whether you took AQE Foundations or you're here as a support, or because you love Acasma and you wanted more Acasma, or you wanted to win the drawing, whatever brought you here was no mistake. It was an aligned design by you, for you, period. And then we have these beautiful, incredible AQE Foundations students and graduates who are here also taking that into another level of their own acknowledgement about what all unfolded here. How did I change? What spaces of me became more available? What parts of my life became easier because I am easier with it? Because I anchored higher consciousness within my form, within my body, within my field. And then I express that out. And then I offer that to the world. And I say, hello, hello, hello. Tene ia kosea koa. That's presence. That's glory. That's you in the jubilee of your soul. Nia te ia ko. And someone might be going, jubilee of the soul? What is she talking about? Because that's not a word we use a whole lot, right? But that's what you're here remembering. And that is a radical act. That is a radical act, to allow yourself to feel the joy, to feel the recognition, to allow yourself the presence of who you are. And all of our Acasma students and graduates and facilitators have learned how to do that, have learned how to trust themselves deeper within this space, deeper than ever before. Ia tokoa tea. So my name is Kirsten Hope. If you don't know who I am, hello, welcome. It's so nice to meet you. I'm an Acasma facilitator, of course, a teacher, Grandmaster Dea. And one of my greatest joys is the privilege to hold space, to hold the line as the students in AQE Foundations remember more of who they are. This is the I am. This is the sacred heart. This is the you before the world told you who and how to be. That's what we're celebrating. Ia tene ia kokoa. And what is so beautiful is that every person here, every single one, you come in and you are this connection point where you become a space of that consciousness, that availability of rippling out to all of humanity. Ia tene ia kokoa. So we have our beautiful A.L. Garris, who is going to be joining us. And I don't see her here yet. But if somebody sees her, because you guys are all little teeny squares, could somebody do this? Thea, if you could do that, because you're right in my, I'll see you. When could you just signal to me when she comes? Because I'll just start talking and I won't even see it. So we want to really celebrate. And Andrea Garris, she is the origination point of Acasma consciousness. We're talking about saying yes. We're talking about leaning in and trusting ourselves. And do you know who did that first in this community? And I'm covered in chill bumps as I say this. That's right, A.L. Garris. She was the first one who said, I'm not going to be afraid of being weird. I'm not going to be afraid of being judged. I'm not going to, thank you. I'm not going to be afraid. That's what she said. I'm going to remember who I am and I'm going to shout it from the rooftops. And I'm going to bring this consciousness in and I'm going to bridge in humanity. And so we have beautiful AL, author of many, many books. This is just a few. There's more, but I've been reading them. And so they're downstairs in my reading chair. And she is such a gift to every single one of us. So welcome, A.L. Garris. Welcome, Andrea. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to pass this over to you. Hold on, let me just add you first. Hello, hello.
Hello, 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 holy ones.
Hello,
Hello,
thank you so much.
hello. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh, you know I have to do this for one moment. So just allow, please. Oh, yaneya kauai. Yaneya kauai. Thank you for being this space. Thank you for being in this now. Thank you for listening to you with your heart, to your essence, to your wholeness. Yes. I thank you for being brave. It is brave. It is brave to leave an alignment that we're given in a sense as a normalcy, and to agree with yourself and with your sacred knowing, yes, that even if you don't look normal or sound normal, you're going to allow you. And inside of that allowance is this incredible remembrance. It's vast beyond measure. It's complex. It's intricate. Yes. And it is in full connection with all of these variation points of you, your vastness and the vastness. Yes. And so as you allow, I allow, we allow, that vastness gets to be. Yes. It gets to flow, it gets to explore, it gets to expand. It is no longer boxed by fear or hesitation. It is embraced by love. At whatever increment, level, layer, space, alignment, we're able to embrace it. And that changes as we change. That opens as we open. And we continually are then available to meet ourselves right where we're at, as we're ready, when we're ready, in the way that we would most benefit from. Isn't that glorious? Isn't that glorious? And by you being this space, I honor you, I celebrate you, I raise a cup, I raise the cup of life, the chalice of life. And I cheers, I celebrate you and us and this as we be this. alignment of love, of authenticity, of availability, then this alignment of love, authenticity, availability, and all that it encompasses and entails gets to be available to everyone. Every space of consciousness, human and beyond in a sense, but we're going to allow our focus on the human space of what we're bringing to, yes, this focal point with AQE. Yes. This is us. We're moving rapidly. Yes. Expanding exponentially. With every breath, there's a new vibratory space of us coming in. Yes. And we, you, I, decide how much, when. Yes. What we do with it. And this was a decision. This was a decision. And it's a powerful decision on so many levels. You are here for the sacred space of yourself, yes. You are here for the alignments only you hold that are in alignment with that sacred self and your ancestors and your lineages and your genetics. And you are here as a space of a representation, if you will, from a higher dimensional field plane that you agreed to be as well. A collective called Acasma Consciousness. Yes. 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 And we're working with these higher dimensional spaces of ourselves as we're working with this now space of ourselves. It's all interconnected. And we don't even have to understand it. We don't have to have the details. We can allow. We can trust. We're masterfully designed to be this space. So land it in your sacred you, land it in your everyday world, land it in your relationships, your health, your abundance, your ins and your outs. Absolutely. That's how this thing grows, expands, becomes all that it's here to be. And the vastness that is attached to this, that's within this, that is you, will open up in all those spaces of your world as well. I came in on the last few sentences of your beautiful teacher, leader, Kirsten's words, and I heard, AL trusted herself. I paraphrased to some degree. AL trusted herself. AL leaned in and listened. Andrea allowed this. And now this is here. Thank you for trusting you and for birthing what you're birthing. Your alignment of this space of us that's here to be this peace and balance in this now. And I lay huge gratitude at your feet, Kirsten, for coming in the door with such love for this space, a knowing immediately. You were like in AQE Foundations, week 1, and you're like, so when is Master? When is Master Teacher? How far can I go? What does this do? How long can I get there faster? And it's all right. There's all different versions. There's people that come in and they've been doing AQE year after year for many years. And that is their alignment, and it is a benefit to them and a benefit to the collective. And there are people in the middle, and there's people that come in and they want to run 90 miles an hour through the whole thing and take it to the world that way. Every single one of these reference points matters. Yes. Yes. But I want to say to you, Kirsten, thank you for your unwavering presence. You do not miss a beat.
Thank you.
You are professional, and yet you are heartfelt, reachable. Yes. You are authentic. You are sacred within form. I see you, and I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so much. That was such an incredible class. and blessing for everybody here. Everybody here. No delineation of, oh, that was just for the students and the graduates. For everybody here, I hope that you were able to take that in, breathe that in, and allow the blessing that AL brought into this space, the remembrance that she assisted you, bridging you into you and seeing you through that new lens. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for asking me. I'm always honored when I get the invites, and they are a joy to my path. They are a brightness upon the way that I look forward to every time. So thank you for asking me. And blessings on each and every individual here and your families, your lives, your walks, your paths, all your nows. All your nows.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We love you. We
I
love
love
you.
you. I love you. I love you.
Oh my goodness. So much was shared. There was space and consciousness within the words, within the letters of the words, within the breath of the word. Right? And so I could talk all day long and tell you what AQE Foundations is and was. We could talk all day long about all of this. But what I know that you're here for is the heart space. I know that what you're here for is the recognition, the space, the presence of the authentic voice of all. And so I would love to invite anybody to speak who was in this course, who would like to share whatever is on your heart that you would like to share. Maybe your share is to recognize a space of you that shifted. Maybe your share is to say, well, this is what it was like for me. But will you allow us to witness you, to affirm you, to hold that space and to amplify? So if you have something that you'd like to say, just put your hand up, or you can raise the little reaction hand, the little wave hand. Anybody feeling that pull, that connection point? Thea, beautiful. Let me bring you on. I've got to get my glasses on. I always try to do this without my glasses, but then we'll get ourselves into a pickle. All right. Hello, beautiful. Hello, hello. Welcome and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Speechless is the first thing that comes to mind. To articulate it all. Yeah, so Kirsten, thank you for, again, just unconditional love as your presence, as your chosen blueprint gift of a teacher, but just your essence and your example and the continuation of your presence. It's beyond hopeful for in a sense of like being able to see ourselves in that space, right? And two, to be able to say, oh, this is what I've always wanted. This is what I've always wanted for myself. This is what I always thought I was. But then to be able to actually have some weaving of that with the community, whether it be just in this classroom space, but then also in other little spaces. It's just, it's so refreshingly divine. It's so pure and holy. And then we're learning to do that with each person out from there. So Acasma, I think for me, I'm just going to share the thing I think that really finally popped in, that I felt like that kind of encompasses it for me, was going from seeker to seen.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I don't exactly know. I mean, seeker, so many layers within that. but they really do teach within this beauty of Acasma that it is you, and to actually be able to then constantly turn to witness and have this relationship with you. Like, I feel like we're mostly all here because we know there's something more. We know we're more. We know, like, I've been pinged for, since a young child. There's something different. But every little place I went didn't allow for me to truly see myself. And the Acasma consciousness kept it so clean and so pure and multidimensional. So for me, that allowed me to see me and remember who I am. And I think, Kirsten, your gift for me as going through this change is, what is your relationship to it? I don't know how many times it took for that to actually make me say, no, for you. Mm-hmm. No, for you. And I just had to hear it over and over, right? The 12 weeks to really, to do each week, yes, a little bit, but to move into the source point of what is that relationship to my sovereignty, to my free will, to my blueprint, to my everyday choices to shift. Am I really going to trust myself? It's just so much. It's just so much. And then the softening, I would say for me, it's the softening of the wholeness within this consciousness that feels expansive as I want to be. Mm-hmm. And that I am just really starting to feel me.
Beautiful.
So, thank you.
Beautiful. I mean, that last sentence is the mic drop. Me being me. We are so honored that you chose to put to words what is unwordable, right? And you did such a beautiful job in conveying the magnitude of what it means to see yourself and to allow yourself to be seen in that wholeness. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for anchoring. And thank you for your presence. I love you so much. Is there anything else you want to say, or do you feel complete?
I'm complete, and I can't wait to be with all of you in all the spaces we get to be.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have something they want to say? We have time. We have space. I would love to hear. CB, beautiful. Let me bring you on. There we go. Hello, beautiful.
Hello, my beautiful family. This is the 7th time I have taken the class with you. All 7 times have been interesting and different and enlightening and morphing, and just so much of what Thea said truly is just beautiful. As this particular rendition began, I was having the start of major shift in our family. And so I started to use the word forced, but that's not right. I have brought to myself the opportunity to not just enjoy the Acasma-ness of Acasma, you know what I mean.
Yes.
And being in the spaces where all is bright and light and joy, because it is. And we're humans here having a real human experience, walking through some fabulous journeys, but some really hard journeys too. And I brought myself the opportunity to see how well Acasma for me, and how I walk and eat and breathe it, serve me in real life hard stuff. And it's been quite the journey. I'm so grateful for Acasma. Now, Acasma's not a fixer. It doesn't save us from things happening. It doesn't fix. Even my husband's like, as we were going through all of this stuff, he's like, can't you and Kirsten get Acasma to fix all this? And I was like, that's not how it works. And there have been moments when I've been like, oh, but I've had to, not had to, I've brought myself the opportunity to lean into what Acasma really is and how I can serve myself through the understandings of Acasma and all of the support that I have of my higher self and the light beings and all of the parts of the beautiful picture of Acasma. Things are still a struggle. They're still hard. And I could not have walked the last things started happening for us on April the 4th, and this class started on April the 9th. So it has really been, and I could not have walked it in the same way without the Acasma knowingness. And I'm just so grateful. And every week coming into the class, being able to experience the information from a place, not just oh, fill me up, I want to hear about it, but from a place of I have a real life experience happening. How can I use and lean into all that Acasma is within my own self to smooth things and make myself have an easier time with the journey. So it's been beautiful. I also would like to say that going through it 7 times, one of my favorite parts is meeting the new students and getting to experience them. And then at the end, also getting to hear how people have grown and the growth that has taken place. I learn something new every time without question. And when you teach it next, I'll learn something new then. But you all are so beautiful, and I just cherish you, and I'm so glad to have had the opportunity to learn with you and alongside you and look forward to our next journey of it. Thank you so much, Kirsten. I love you.
You're welcome. That was beautiful. And what I really love about what you said, and for everybody here, I know you heard this too, and can we witness this space of humanity where one of the things that CB was talking about was taking the book off the shelf and implementing it. It's one thing to learn. It's one thing to take it into your mind, into your heart, and be like, yeah, 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 that makes sense. That feels like home. It is another level of self mastery, of sovereignty, agency, and free will, is to implement peace and balance in your own unique way, whatever peace and balance is for you. And to meet yourself in that space of your very human, flesh based experience, because we all have it, right? We have relationships, we have work, we have things that feel really good and fluid and flowing, and oh, isn't life wonderful? And then we have the other days where it doesn't feel as fluid and easy. And the invitation, again, whether you're a student here or you're somebody's guest, doesn't matter. The invitation is how can you meet yourself in more authenticity, in greater truth, and greater trust, and allow.
Yes.
Allow it all to be and to exist and to expand you. And CB, that's what you're saying.
Yes, it
So
has
we
been a
commend you.
journey of allowance. That is the
Yes.
word. It might be my next tattoo. Allow.
I love it. ALLOW, all 5 fingers. Thank you so much for sharing. I know your words spoke to many here. So much resonance and truth in what you shared. Is there anything else that you want to say, or do you feel complete?
I feel complete, and I just
Okay.
love you all so dearly.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was so beautiful. All right. Who else would like to share? Ia teni, ia kokoa. Just put your hand right like this. Okay. Did I see you? Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, Laura. Wonderful. I'm like, I know, I can feel it. I always feel. Hello, beautiful.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. They already said almost everything I was thinking. So thank you to all the people in the class every time. It's not my first time. I suppose it won't to be the last one because every time is totally different. And I was just thinking about, I was, let's say, 3 years ago, and I totally new person, and I think I have to say thank you to you, to Acasma, to the love in the air that is in everything Acasma, and so thank you.
You're welcome. And we are so thrilled that you are here. Laura, I mean, you might have actually been into Acasma before I came into it, or we came in right about the same time. And it's been such a thrill, such a space of resonance to have you in this space. You are a strong anchor of Acasma Quantum
Yeah.
Energy. And you and I have had some beautiful conversations offline and in class and through shared spaces. And you are a phenomenal being of higher consciousness. Thank you
Oh,
for bringing yourself here. And thank you for allowing us to benefit from your light. You are amazing.
wow, I'm blushing. Thank you. I'm honored
You're
to be here
welcome.
with you, all of
Thank you
you.
so much. Is there anything else you want to say or share?
No,
Okay.
I'm speechless.
All right. I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Who else would like to share? I feel like Wanda. Yes. Okay. Beautiful. I thought you did.
I guess I have to because there's four of us with our faces on the screen. Um, that's the hard thing for me to get over is being on the Zoom and know it's being recorded. That'll be something for me to work past because it's just one of those things I have to get used to. And it really hit me in Sedona when Andrea spoke about these times need to be documented.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And it was just a huge awareness of, wow, I got to get over that fear. Um, what I love about Acasma is the ever expanding, ever evolving part of it, that it's not just always the same. There's always new things popping into the quantum reality. And it just seems that it will always be something to keep an interest.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I've just barely touched the tip of the iceberg. And I did want my first class to be your seventh one, Kirsten. It's funny that CBU said that, but then you popped in that online class for me to do. So it's been interesting having an overlapping of your class, Andrea's. And so it's like I'm at the beginning, at the end, and the end at the same time, and had a lot of just a lot of release in my body through every time the chalice of life, that part of the class came around. It was like I was releasing for days and days. And this third time, that didn't happen.
Beautiful.
So I think a lot of crap cleaned up, and now we'll see where we can go with the rest of the journey. And
Beautiful.
thank
Beautiful. So
you.
Wanda is Wanda and I met w- we we met in person in fall, and she took my virtual course, so you can take AQE Foundations virtually if it's not being taught live. And then that was almost over. Then she took A.L. Garris's AQE Foundations, and then she came around here and took it live. And so that's what she's talking about, how it was this beautiful dovetailing of experiences. And to witness you, Wanda, coming into that space of your reclamation. And that's what I feel this journey has been for in this space and through our conversations. It's a reclamation of your authenticity, of your boundaries, of your glory, of your light. And to witness you walking into that and lighting up week after week after week after week has just been an absolute gift for everybody here. So, and I'm really proud of you in the most honoring, respectful way, not like I'm your parent, but I am thrilled, beyond thrilled that you came on screen and spoke. I understand that. Do you remember, you guys remember like maybe back in the 80s or before, and we had tape recorders, or we had the phone recorders where you would record your voice and then you'd listen it back and you'd go, "Oh my God, honey, is that what I sound like?" Do you remember that? And so it is this interesting reflection pond to come in and say yes and speak your truth in this very safe and loving environment. And then in the replay, I encourage each and every one of you to come back and watch your section of this and just love on yourself and witness yourself. Thank you so much, Wanda, for trusting you, for trusting us, and for trusting Acasma.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. And thank all of you for just being a part of this class. And it was nice to meet you and CB in another space. And that I feel like that's why I was there. And
Yes.
for the connections with all of the wonderful people that I met there,
Mhm.
I think that was the most important part of that.
Beautiful.
And it's nice to know there's so many like-minded people out there.
Exactly. And more and more and more are coming
And
into
more and
this
more and
space.
more.
Yes. Thank you
Yes.
so much. I loved everything you had to say. Is there anything else you want to say or share?
I'm working my way to being complete.
Okay.
Not quite there yet.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything they want to say or share? Iateni ikorosoa. Let me check the chat here. CB, I'm incredibly proud of your journey, Wanda. Kirsten and I know you from another space of learning, and it's been a thrill to experience you here with us. And then she said, "I wrote that before you spoke." I love it. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Beautiful. Is there anything else? Anybody else want to say anything? Let me just close the chat so I can see. I don't think so. I don't see any hands. All right. You know, Wanda, she said something really important at the very end of that, and that is how all these people are waking up, right? All these people that she said, it's so nice to know there's so many people like me. And that this is a space that where Acasma really shines. Again, whether you take AQE foundations or not, that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is that humanity as a whole, we have anchored a new reality. We have jumped timelines, whatever verbiage you want to put around that. But we are different. And we are finding each other like lights on the horizon. Do you remember the Connect the Dots? That was always my favorite kind of coloring book. I loved Connect the Dots. But our dots are connecting, our lights are connecting in such a beautiful way that the minute we lock eyes, we're like, "Oh, you're one of us," right? And it's so beautiful. It is so beautiful. Okay, so let me look at my notes. Let me look at my agenda because this was such a beautiful place. So, what I would like to do, we're going to move into the blessing in just a moment. But before we do, thank you to everybody who spoke. Thank you for everyone who is thinking within their thoughts. If I were to speak right now, this is what I would say. We witness you in that space as well. Yateni ia kokoa. And I'd like to take just a moment to honor and witness every person who completed this course of AQE Foundations. So as I read each name, I invite you to take a breath. I invite you to allow and to let that love flow. To let that love flow from your heart to theirs, out into the field of all of humanity that is waking up into the awareness of how incredibly magnificent we are as a human species. Now, some people I know where they live and some people I don't. So tene ia kotoa, ia te ia kokoa. Isabel from France. Laura, who you heard from in Italy. Our beautiful Thea in Arizona. CB in Georgia. Our beautiful and magnificent and often hilarious Regina in Georgia. Anne-Marie, who comes with the best questions ever, can we all agree, in New Zealand. Sarah Manavio, whose heart is so big. Sarah Youngers, who brings a wisdom beyond wisdom. Debbie Entantis, I never know, Debbie, if I'm saying your name correctly. Thank you for your grace, who is a seer beyond seers. Nea Torosoa, our beautiful Wanda in Montana, who you heard from, who has such an incredible love of humanity and a willingness and a vulnerability that is so sacred. And we have Lucy in California, who is a steady presence of Acasma. And our just Bonnie in Canada, who I knew from 20 years ago when I first started into healing 25 years ago. Bonnie, I see you and I witness you. And Nikki, who also came with me from many, many years ago. Nikki in New Jersey. Iateni Iakotoa. So let's move into that Acasma Blessing. And when we're done with that, we'll do the giveaway, which I'll speak about in just a minute. But for now, I invite you to close your eyes, to breathe, allow the space. Iateni Iatorosoa. Let me just change my sound a little bit so that you can hear me better. Inhale. And as you exhale, let your body drop. And just breathe. Letting your belly soften. Maybe you relax your jaw. Relaxing the muscles around your mouth. Allowing your presence to the bottoms of your feet. You have portals of light, portals of energetic frequencies in the bottoms of your feet. Breathe. Iatokeate. Itotore isakaya no okoa. Beautiful opening. Beautiful opening through the mouth and the throat. Iatokoa, iateni keia kokoa. Wholeness, anchoring wholeness, expanding. What is wholeness? All those spaces that life has told you were broken were never really broken. No space of you has left. You are whole. That is inherent to who you are. Your worthiness, the consciousness, the frequency, the experience, the knowing of your worthiness is reverberating through your core. Breathe. Oisea kotea. You are safe. Your body knows. Your body knows. And it knows exactly what to do. Niatea kokoa. Somebody feels like they're Their eyes just cleared. It's like a layer of mist cleared, clarity landing. Breathe. The sacred sense of sight expanding. Did you ever have a parent or a guardian who said, I have eyes on the back of my head and I can see what you're doing? 360 degrees and beyond, multidimensional sight, moving, activating within the brain, moving and blessing and shifting the neurological pathways, releasing patterns of sight, opening new patterns of sight. That's what you just did. Just breathe. That is beautiful. Breathe. This is you assisting you in seeing more of what is right. Miato sea koatoa. Beautiful movement, anchoring of your magnificent root lines. They are strong, they are deep, they are layered. Otea sete mea. Earth, Mother, present. Breathe. New earth frequencies flowing within your beingness. The way that your body holds light has shifted. Not the capacity, that too, but the way it holds it. The way it holds it in an alignment of peace and balance. Light is no longer a foreign concept. Light is no longer something somebody else does. Light is you. And light knows no bounds. Iate iakoko sote. Niakresa kokoa. Breathe. Beautiful. Soul spaces being blessed. Yatoroso koatea. Beautiful light frequencies flowing up through the back of the neck. Coming in right in the back. We call this the mouth of the I am. And it is pulsing, reverberating with love. And that love is pulsing and reverberating throughout your field. And that love is pulsing and reverberating beyond the field. Connecting in through the unified field of consciousness that we all live and breathe within. Through resonance, through trust, through source. Some people might know this as Christ consciousness. The purity of the soul expressed through your authenticity. From the space of deep, unyielding love. This is what you're breathing. Niate iakosoa. Beautiful, beautiful amplification, anchoring of the I am within your form, anchoring wholeness within your now through that root. Just breathe. Expanding through the ribs, the ribs, the protection of the heart center. Just breathe. Ancestral healing, ancestral love, moving in and around the space of consciousness of your lineage beyond the human, your lineage in all lineages, all spaces that your multidimensional self has been, will be, or ever is in. Beyond this now. And I see each and every one of you here surrounded by your team of light with all versions of your future self. And I feel like going back and saying again, Jubilee, Jubilee, Jubilee. There is Jubilee in the recognition and the te ia to so, the flow of your self-mastery. Niate yakoa, which is rooted now in love. Shifting out of the old alignment, the self-mastery is control, self-discipline. Those aren't bad places. They're beautiful. They have their alignments. And you, right now, anchored the flow of self-mastery rooted in self-love. Moteya seya tokoa. Beautiful. You are that field of love. You carry it with you everywhere you go. This is not an effort. This is not a have to. This is just the space you came here to remember that you are. Iatosene iakotsoto matenia koresea. Beautiful blessing and opening of the third eye. Your intuition, your self-knowing, neurological pathways, patterns of thought, patterns of knowing. And there's this self-honesty. Now this is interesting. I've never seen this before. So take it in to your own heart. The energy frequencies are here. This is simply my understanding of them, how I register, and you're having your own space of it. Let that be at the forefront. And if you take your brain, you take your skull, you take your head, and up at the very top, there's light. On the interior aspect, there's breath, there's sound, there's frequency, there's consciousness. Miateya, the cushion of the soul. Eseni iakokoa. Miateni. Beautiful. Opening and expanding through the breasts, through the heart center. Expanding, opening, exchanging. Niatoro sote yakenyokoa. And we witness you, and we honor you, and we seal this Acasma blessing in alignment with the highest degree of love and peace and well-being, in abundance and joy. Niateni iatosoa ekeniakoa. And you can stay with your eyes closed, or you might want to open them. There's no right or wrong way to do this. That is the epitome of Acasma. You can trust yourself to navigate this space in the way that is most optimal and supportive of you. And you can trust that you know what that is. Iatosoa. So I have this beautiful wooden bowl. I've got one more name to add to it here. And we have everybody's names in here. This is high tech. And what I'm drawing for is as an expression of my gratitude for you being here, for you saying yes to yourself, for you amplifying your light, is I have everybody's name in here. If you came in late, I got you. Let me just take one more look to make sure I didn't miss anybody, but I don't believe I did. Yep, I got y'all. And I would love to give this away, and this is an Acasma customized sound healing and activation. So it is a light language session recorded for you with your intention, with your love, with your frequency. And you and I will work together. We'll have a conversation via email, and I'll send that to you. So if I pick your name and I say, I don't know if I know your address, your email address, you're going to need to reach out to me. So my email is in the chat space. Okay, so let's see who's going to be the winner. We have a drum roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. And my eyes are closed. Let's see here. Get my handy dandy glasses on. Gabby. Gabby! Gabby. Oh my gosh, we love ourselves some Gabby. Congratulations. I think she had to leave early. Teni Iatoresea. But I do know her. I will reach out to her. Gabby is the winner of the Acasma Custom Sound Healing and Activation. Y'all, happy Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. And when I say being here, I mean, yes, here, because it is just such a joy to share space with you. But thank you for being here in this now. Thank you. You are so loved. You're welcome, Wanda. You are so loved. You are safe. You are whole. You are light. Keep shining it, all right? Keep shining your light. Edith, it was such a joy to have you here. Thank you for being here. Nia tosoatea. I love you. I love you, CB. Thank you. Tini iakokoa. And congratulations to everyone who completed AQE Foundations. My heart lights up in joy every time I think of you and our time together. Nea soto koresea. I love you.